If you got a job, you drive to work, you drive home. You might spend 30 minutes in the car going to work, 30 minutes going home, right? That's an hour out your day. That's an hour of precious, valuable time, right? What are you doing in your car when you're driving? You probably playing some music. You probably blasting some music, right? What if you spent that 30 minutes driving playing an audio book where you learning a new skill that can make you some more money, that can make you more valuable? 30 minutes there, audio book, 30 minutes back, audio book, right? Let's say you're doing that every day, 5 days a week or 6 days a week, 7 days a week. That's 6, 7 extra hours learning new information, right? This audio book, all you got to do is listen while you're driving. It doesn't require you to take your eyes off the road or nothing. Your time more important than your money, bro. Your time more important than your money. I hope you listening. I hope you following. This is about to be a banger, bro. Your time more important than your money. I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to tell you how to get the most out of your time. Just think about it like this, man. Time is scarce, right? It's very limited. You get 24 hours in a day and you can never get those hours back. When a day passes, you can never get that day back. Time is scarce. Money is abundant, right? Money is everywhere. There's trillions and trillions of dollars on this planet. Money is not scarce. Money is overflowing. Money is in abundance. Money is everywhere. Time is limited. You cannot create more time in a day. You can't just magically go from 24 hours a day to 28 hours a day or 40 hours a day. That's not how it works. You can't just create more time when you want to. No matter how much money you have, you cannot buy more time. I know what you're going to say. You can buy more free time. But I'm going to get into that later in the video. But you can't just buy more time, right? You can't buy more hours. You can't buy more days. We all got the same 24 hours. So no matter how hard you try, no matter how much money you make, you cannot create or buy more time. On the other hand, with money, you can always make more money. You can always get you a side hustle. You can get a raise at your job. You can hit the lottery. There's always ways to make more money. Work 2 jobs, invest, hustle. It's always ways to make more money. You can spend $20 a day. You can make another $20 tomorrow. You can always make more money. So what I want you to start thinking about, really start shifting your brain, really start shifting your mindset to start thinking about working to transform the time that you spend laboring, your indentured time, and start transforming that into free time. That's the mindset. That is the goal. This is what most successful, wealthy people will tell you, right? Because we understand how valuable time is. That's the one thing that you can't get back. You should be thinking about, how can I buy my indentured time, my time that I spend working to make money? How can I transform that into free time? That's the ultimate goal, right? That's the ultimate form of happiness, when you don't have to trade your valuable, precious time for work to make money. You don't have to exchange these two things, your time for money. Start processing everything that you think with, how much time is this going to take off of my life? If you start assessing things in time instead of dollars and cents, you going to start moving differently. You going to start thinking differently, right? Like, think about it this way. If you are about to buy a new pair of shoes, right? You don't need them. You just want them, right? You're about to buy a new pair of shoes. They $200, right? And let's say you work at your job for $20 an hour. It'll take you 10 hours at your job to make $200 to buy those shoes. So if you look at it like, oh, it's just $200, I can buy the shoes, I can make it back, whatever the case may be, cool. But if you look at it like, this is 10 hours off of my life, right? I'm about to exchange 10 hours of my life for this pair of shoes. Then it starts to make the shoes seem insignificant. It starts to make the shoes seem a little less valuable. They're not as attractive as they were if you look at it like 10 hours of my life. I'm cutting off 10 hours of my life for a pair of shoes. If you start looking at every lifestyle purchase that you're about to make in that way, you will start reconsidering. I made a video recently about car notes and how your car note will keep you broke, right? If your car note is $700 a month plus insurance, right? Say you spend $1,000 a month on your car note, but you only making $30 an hour. How many hours of your life are you cutting off or exchanging for this car? Now you got to ask yourself, is this car really worth that much of my life? Let's do the math real quick. I just want to see, because I'm freestyling off the top of my head, but I just want to see. $1,000 a month, you making $30 an hour. You're looking at basically 34 hours. You're looking at basically $34. You're looking at basically 34 hours a month to drive that car, right? 34 hours. That's a day and some change. We gonna say a day and a half. A day and a half of your life every month to drive this car. 1 year, you looking at over 12 whole days of your life that you exchanging to drive this car. It makes it sound a lot crazier, right? So you're like, okay, I cut 13 days off of my life every year just to drive this car. After 2 years, we talking about 26 days, 27 days of my life to drive this car. Right? If you start valuing things with time, right? If you exchanging your time for money, start valuing things with your time. Because we only got one life. We only on this earth for a short amount of time. And if you exchanging all your time to go to work, and then you taking that money that you made for work, and you spending it on lifestyle purchases, clothes, shoes, cars, whatever the case may be, you're exchanging your time for these valuables, and you're not going to get to enjoy your life. This is why time is more important than money. There's a saying that goes, would you rather get $5 million today or $50 million today, but you're going to die tomorrow? Most people would say, I don't want the $50 million today if I'm going to die tomorrow, because I'm not even going to be able to enjoy it, right? I only would have a little bit of time left. I would only have a little bit of time to enjoy it, right? If the money was more important, you would take the money and be out of here tomorrow. But you can't take the money with you. This is why your time is more important. This is why your time is more valuable. It is a limited resource that you can never get back. But we're going to keep it going, though. We're going to keep it going because I got some more points to make. You might be wondering, how do I transform my laboring time, my indentured time? How do I transform that into free time? Right? Well, the goal and the point would be to take that money that you're making, putting into labor, and you put it into things that will buy your time back, right? So if you are investing your money, instead of you spending your money on clothes and cars and all that stuff, if you invest in it and your money is now working for you, instead of you working for your money, you are now buying some of that free time back. Over the course of time, once you compound enough of that money, once you compound enough of that interest, you are buying your time back, because later down the line, now you have enough money to where you can comfortably live and you can comfortably enjoy your time, instead of trading all of that work for time and then looking up and you don't have anything put away and you have to continuously keep working to make more money, and then you die. And your whole life was just you working to pay bills or working to buy materialistic items, and then you die. And then you didn't enjoy your life. You didn't get to spend none of your free time. It was all indentured time. It was all laboring time. It was no free time. I'm sure most people would rather enjoy their free time or have free time to spend with their loved ones, spend with their kids, chill on the beach, take a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want to do with your free time. I'm sure most people would rather do that. But if you're not thinking about buying that laboring time back and transforming it into free time, if you're not thinking about that right now, you're going to look up and you're going to be in a position to where you're never going to experience the free time. You're going to be towards the end of your life and you're going to be like, man, I look back, I done spent all of my time working just to pay bills and buy stuff. And I was never investing and putting money away to buy back my free time so that I can enjoy my life. Start now, start focusing now, start thinking about your life in this way now, so that before you get old, you will have some time to have your free time and enjoy your life. Life is not meant to just work, and then die. That's not what life is designed to do. So you have to structure your life a certain type of way so that that's not how your life plays out. It's a huge world out here that you should want to see. You're missing out on everything working, and you're not focusing on buying back your time, bro. Transforming your indentured time into free time. I'm gonna tell you some ways how you can. I'm gonna tell you some ways how you can start maximizing your time so that you getting the most out of your day and you slowly buying back your free time. Start utilizing the moments where, because some people might think like, oh, I don't have the time to do anything extra, right? I don't have the time to learn any new skills or whatever the case may be. You got to start maximizing your time, right? So think about all the time that you spend in your car. If you got a job, you drive to work, you drive home. You might spend 30 minutes in the car going to work, 30 minutes going home, right? That's an hour out your day. That's an hour of precious, valuable time, right? What are you doing in your car when you're driving? You probably playing some music. You probably blasting some music, right? What if you spent that 30 minutes driving playing an audio book where you learning a new skill that can make you some more money, that can make you more valuable? 30 minutes there, audio book, 30 minutes back, audio book, right? Let's say you're doing that every day, 5 days a week or 6 days a week, 7 days a week. That's 6-7 extra hours of you learning new information, right? This audio book, all you got to do is listen while you're driving. It doesn't require you to take your eyes off the road or nothing, right? So now you taking that time that you was going to be in the car anyway, driving to work, right? Your indenture time, you was going to do that anyway. Now you taking that little bit of time to enhance your life, to enhance your knowledge, to make yourself more valuable, to make yourself make more money, to where you don't have to keep slaving at the job that you at or keep exchanging your precious time for work. That's one example. Some people have jobs. I used to have a job back when I used to punch a clock and work a 9 to 5. I used to have a job to where we got a lot of downtime, and then we also got a break like every 2 hours, right? And so we would do push-ups every break, right? We would do X amount of push-ups every break. Another example is if you have a job that gets a lot of downtime, what are you doing on that downtime at your job? Instead of scrolling TikTok, instead of scrolling Instagram, instead of watching your latest Netflix show or whatever the case may be, use that downtime at your job to once again pick up a book and read, work on your business, right? Exercise at your job if you can. Like I said, I was in a situation at my job where we could work out and do push-ups and all that stuff while we had some downtime. But now you maximizing your time. So instead of maybe spending 30, 45 minutes at the gym before or after work, maybe you could spend that 30, 45 minutes at work when you got some downtime. If you know you got that type of job where you're going to have a good 40, 45 minutes of free time every day at work, work out there. Now you don't have to worry about hitting the gym, right? You maximizing your time to put it towards things that can get you away from working that job and exchanging your time for money every single day. This is some free game and it's some powerful game, bro. If you can't do that, if you got a job where you don't get no free time, right? You got to go to the gym, right? Because I always encourage my young dudes to get in the gym and work out, right? While you on that treadmill, while you on that bike, right? You could be listening to an audio book. You could be listening to a podcast, a business podcast, a finance podcast. Instead of playing that music, listen to something so you learning and working out. Just maximizing your time. That's all it is. Certain things you can do 2 things at once. And these are examples of those. So you working out, you getting your fitness in, but you also educating yourself on something to level yourself up so that you're more valuable, so that you got more value to provide to the world, so that you can, again, get away from exchanging your time for money. Maximize your time, bro. One thing that I've started to do that you could do as well, right? I take my time now, instead of listening to audiobooks when I'm driving in the car, to create more content, to shoot more content. Instead of me driving to where I have to go, doing what I got to do, driving back to the studio, hitting record, shooting, all that stuff, why not make content while I'm driving? I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Hit record, drive, talk, give y'all some free game, upload. Simple as that. So now I'm utilizing that time where I'm in my car and I'm not wasting it. I'm maximizing every second. I'm maximizing every minute of my day, every hour of my day, every hour, every minute. It gotta count, bro, because we never gonna get it back. We're never gonna get that time back. So you gotta make every minute count. Every day that goes by, bro, I think about it like I'm never gonna get this day back. So I don't want to just waste my days, and I don't want to take my days for granted because I never know what my last day is gonna be. I don't know when my last day is gonna be. So I don't want to take my days for granted and take my time for granted like it's unlimited, because it's not. It's very limited. You only get a little bit in the grand scheme of things. Think about how long this world has been around. You on this earth for 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years. That's the snap of a finger, right? And that world just going to keep on spinning and keep on going. So why would you waste your time? Why would you waste your days doing nothing? When you can never get it back. It's not unlimited. You don't have unlimited time, bro. It's literally every day since the day you are born, you one day closer to wrapping this thing on up. When you are in situations like going to the airport, right? Or going to the doctor's office or the dentist's office, right? Going somewhere where you know you're going to be sitting and waiting. What are you doing with that time? Again, you can kill two birds with one stone. You at the airport, you know you about to be waiting for 2 hours before the plane leave, all that stuff. What you doing with that time? Are you reading? Are you educating yourself? Are you learning something new? Are you working on your business? All these different moments where you can be doing two things at once instead of waiting in the airport and scrolling your phone, being a consumer. Why aren't you elevating yourself? Why aren't you promoting your own brand? Why aren't you promoting your own content? You at the doctor's office, you're going to have to sit there and wait. What are you doing with that time that you're waiting? Start thinking about all this time that you waste and that you never going to get back. Start thinking about all these random purchases that you're making that don't matter, that you exchange 10, 20 hours of your time for just to get the purchase, and you never going to get that time back. You worked. You spent time working to make that money, and then you took that money and just pissed it off on nothing. You never gonna get that time back. You can always get more money, but you never gonna get that time back. So why you wasting your time, man? Please start viewing your life like this, bro. Time is not unlimited. Time is of the essence. Time is a very limited resource. So please start thinking about your life in this way. Every single day that goes by, you need to make it count. Every hour that you awake, you need to make it count, and you need to be appreciative of the time that you have while you here, because it's not going to be here forever. I'm telling you, man. Look, bro, join the Patreon below, man. Hit subscribe to this channel, bro. Subscribe to the channel, man. I'm giving free game all day. Hit the like button if this video helped at all, and I got more videos on the way, man. Peace.